Those are so uncomfortable. When we were here 2 years ago, we loved the sand art lady. Oh my gosh, she was fabulous. We were just so
from the Ukraine.
I actually we took a picture of, she ended one of her designs with love story in a heart shape with, and I took a picture of it, and it was the cover of my computer screen for a couple years,
I remember the first time I saw that, it was just like,
I know, you're mesmerized by it, aren't you?
There's schools for
like a car wreck.
it.
You can't take your eyes off of it.
No, it's incredible. Trying to figure out what they're creating next.
Yeah, I know. That's interesting too, to watch them. Okay, where's she going with that? I see kind of water out. She's doing a beach scene. No, that wasn't it.
It's a sled in
Russia. Yeah, it is really cool. But like I said, that's one of the things I really enjoy about this place, is the different in the entertainment.
Mm-hmm. And are there any other ports thinking of different ports for a cruise ship to go in Mexico, are there any in particular that are interesting to you?
I actually loved Mazatlan when we stayed there, even though it's a small resort. Yeah. And I think there's only two. Is it the Grand Mayan?
There's a Mayan Palace and a Sea Garden.
Yeah. So we stayed in the Mayan, I loved that place. It was really, now their pool there were tiles chipping away and stuff like that. It needed a little repair, but we were there 3 years ago.
Okay.
So, we were here maybe maybe it was 4 years ago, but anyways, it doesn't matter. But we went into town quite a bit, and I'm Catholic, so I loved going to the churches, and we didn't actually get to go to a mass. We got stuck on a bus and ended up at the bus terminal right where they ended. I'm like, we should have gotten off hours ago. We didn't know where we were going, But I love the variety of all the restaurants and stuff too. And Mazatlan was just such a friendly place. I mean, we found it really, really friendly. Oh.
I've worked for the company all this time. I've been to all the properties, and I haven't been to Mazatlan, and I want to go there. It's where it's where the company began.
Oh, is it
which
really?
Really special.
Oh, I
back in
actually...
1974, it began there.
Okay.
And I've just heard that the people are really warm, and it's a really neat little kind of colonial town.
Oh yes, it's gorgeous, and the houses are built into like the mountains that they go up, and they're just so colorful. It's beautiful. Put it on your list and do it.
Yeah.
Or else I'm not finishing this question.
No, it is. We're gonna. I've recently seen plans. The whole resort's gonna Mazatlan. They're gonna tear down buildings and just kind of start over. The Grand Lux will go there.
Oh, really?
And so good. I can't tell you what year because I don't know.
Doesn't matter. I mean, when I bought, you were going to Hawaii, and now you're not. So.
We are sticking to Mexico.
That was actually one of the selling points for me.
Hawaii.
Because I used to be a Hilton Honors. I had Honors, and I also was the Hilton Vacation Club. So we used to have a points program. We stayed in the Rainbow Tower. I can't tell you how many times. That was always where we went on vacation. And then we decided to try Mexico. And I used my Hilton Honors, and we picked a hotel in downtown Mexico, and it was just terrible, absolutely terrible. And the guys riding down the streets with the machine guns and standing in the back of the trucks. I was like, I don't feel comfortable walking around here. I want to. And we hooked up with someone who, my husband, as I said, he's never met a stranger. Yeah. He hooked up with this guy who was an entrepreneur, we'll call it, or whatever. I mean, he was hilarious. He found us this really cool restaurant, Su Casa Mi Casa. And we loved that little place that was up in the mountains. It was really cool. And then he took us to Vida to check it out. And he didn't work for Vida, but we didn't know any different. And we're like, yeah, we'll check it out. He said, I can get you a day pass. And I'm like, okay, cool. And we ended up spending the whole day there. And at the end of the sales presentation, they said, okay, what's it going to take? I said, what it's going to take is you get me in one of those rooms up there with one of those little plunge pools, because that's what I want. I want to get out of the hotel I'm in, and I want to move, and I want to be there tomorrow.
Okay.
And they're like, okay.
And that's how it
So
happened.
we booked a ride on a glass-bottom boat, and our sales rep was Tessa, who was her name. I remember that.
Yeah.
And Tessa lived, obviously, there, not year-round, but, she was a college girl, too. But anyways, Tessa got our luggage from the hotel, because we went on the glass-bottom boat. So she got our luggage from the hotel. We checked out.
And you came back.
And she took our luggage to her house. We stopped, the glass-bottom boat stopped at her house at a pier. And they got our luggage and put it on the boat, and then we went back to the mine.
Oh,
it was so
great.
cool. The people were just so nice. I mean, I really just loved it, And I'm a resort person. I'm happy to just stay on the resort.
Yeah.
I don't mind paying 25 pesos for a bottle of water. My husband has a fit. He'd rather go to Walmart and pay 11. Fine. You go. I'm fine here.
I'll be here by the pool.
Yeah, whatever, I mean, even just sitting on my balcony reading, I read a lot. So.
That will be, okay.
Okay, sorry. I'm getting you off track. I'm going to your battery's going to go dead on your phone. Sorry.
So any other ports besides Mazatlan?
Actually, I would like to, Puerto Penasco I haven't been there yet to the resort, so I'd like to check that out. I love Playa del Carmen. We've gone there a number of times on cruises, and I just love getting off. We have to take a tender over, but when you get off on that dock, there's just so much going on. Now, I'm not into the coach stores and all that, the upscale, but just the little, and the guys who are painted, the musicians up there look like statues. And I just love the whole atmosphere there. I really do.
I agree. Any seaside places in Mexico you've always wanted to explore but have never been that you'd like to see from the comfort of a cruise ship? Anything that you think is more just accessible via cruise?
No, I don't think so. I think the whole, actually cruising the what do you call it, the coast or whatever, I think that would be really cool. I'm sure there's a lot of really interesting little towns that you could see from the cruise ship, so that would be an interest to me.
Okay.
I don't know the names of all the towns, I'm sorry.
No, I know it's a lot. Are there any ports in particular where you'd want to spend more time overnight versus spending less time?
Acapulco, for sure.
Overnight.
And when you guys do get your cruise ship all in shape, because I did hear about that in the sales presentation, when you get that in shape, make sure that if we're staying overnight in a port, this would be my suggestion, that we be allowed to go into the resort and have a day pass or whatever, so that we could go to the Vita Resort. There would be transportation that would take us there. We could spend the day. Maybe we'd have locker rooms or something in the spa area. I don't know. I haven't thought the whole thing through. I used to be in marketing, but
okay. No, that's very helpful. These are all kind of things that we're wanting to do.
Excellent.
If you were to cruise to Mexico, is there an optimal cruise length you would enjoy?
Cruise what? Length?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 14 days, I think would cover a lot of area. Slow down the coast and just look at all the...
what about if you were to combine a stay at Vedanta? So if there was some sort of land and sea package.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that because, like I said, I am a resort person,
So if you could do your ideal combination of days on property, days on ship, what would it be?
Right now, it would be 14. 7 on ship and 7 on land. And in the future, when my husband does retire, I want to change that to 28.
Okay. Bump it up.
Yeah, because I think that it would be interesting if you were on the cruise, and I don't know if it would be, you guys make any money or not, because what would you do while we were in port for a week? Well, you'd pick up another... Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, they turn those cruise ships pretty quick.
Yeah, it's new for us, so we're just learning. Because we just do resorts, so it's really important before we do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Before we launch anything, that we know what our members want and what they're interested in.
And lots of elevators.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends on if, just have the capacity, because some of the cruise ships don't have the capacity for the elevators, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting forever. When the show lets out that everybody's gone to, you're standing there for like 20 minutes, to wait for an elevator.
I haven't gotten that answer, so that's good feedback. What is most important to you for your onboard experience?
A champagne bar.
Champagne bar?
I love the champagne bar. And at the champagne bar I think it was Royal Caribbean, and Holland had it too. But they had free hors d'oeuvres set up for if you were eating or if you were drinking in the champagne bar. And Tattinger's my favorite champagne when I do drink. So upscale, up quality champagne. And when we go on the cruises too, how they have the restaurants where you pay a little bit extra to go have the quality. We like those too. I'm not always a buffet person.
Okay. What else?
I think that the cruising activities is interesting too. Just like you guys are really very, very efficient with that. And the staff that you have in all of your resorts, I have found. I'm actually friends on Facebook with Daniela from Mazatlan still. And we were there, 3 or 4 years ago? I can't remember now. Yeah, but we became such friends. She invited us to her 18th birthday party.
Oh, how sweet.
Well, there's just so, your people that do all the activities just seem, everybody is really, really nice, and they go out of their way to help you, especially now me experiencing the resort. This is the first time I've been a little injured and I can't really walk that well, know, and everybody is, they're always putting their hand out to help me, open the doors, and, the security guys that are standing around here normally will open a door for me or what. They're just so nice. But so you train your people really